Reducing belly fat and visceral fat has become much more than a matter of numbers on the scale. In recent years, and especially looking ahead to 2025 and 2026, the focus in healthcare has shifted decisively toward internal well-being, prioritizing the reduction of fat that accumulates around vital organs deep within the abdominal cavity. This kind of fat, known as visceral fat, plays a critical role in overall health, far surpassing the impact of superficial fat deposits. While the world has long been obsessed with weight loss as a measure of health, experts now urge that we look beneath the surface, championing methods that target visceral fat for their profound effects in lowering the risk of chronic conditions such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and hypertension. The distinction between subcutaneous fat, the fat you can pinch right under your skin, and visceral fat, the hidden layer that envelops organs like the liver, pancreas, and intestines, is not just anatomical. Visceral fat is metabolically active, releasing inflammatory molecules and hormones that disrupt the body's natural balance. This activity leads to higher risks for metabolic syndrome, insulin resistance, and systemic inflammation, driving up the probability of heart disease, stroke, and other life-threatening illnesses. What's more, visceral fat is less responsive to simple calorie restriction and can linger even in people of normal weight, making it a silent but potent threat. In the last year, groundbreaking research and technological advancements have transformed the landscape of visceral fat reduction. No longer is the pursuit limited to generic diet plans or strenuous exercise routines. In 2025 and the coming year of 2026, a new generation of tools and methods has emerged that empower individuals to not only measure and track visceral fat, but also to combat it with precision and sustainability. First and foremost, the development of advanced health tracking technologies has revolutionized how people monitor visceral fat. Unlike traditional scales, which only report total body weight, modern devices now offer bioimpedance analysis, MRI-based imaging, and smart wearable sensors that provide real-time data on body composition, specifically distinguishing between subcutaneous and visceral fat. These technologies, often integrated into mobile health apps, allow users to visualize their internal health progress, set targeted goals, and receive personalized recommendations. With artificial intelligence-driven analytics, these platforms analyze individual habits, dietary intake, physical activity, sleep patterns, and stress levels, offering tailored feedback that adjusts as the user's body responds. But technology is only part of the picture. Nutrition science has made significant strides too. Experts emphasize that reducing visceral fat requires more than just calorie counting or fad diets. The focus is now on nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory food choices that support metabolic health. Diets rich in whole grains, lean proteins, healthy fats from sources like olive oil and avocados, and abundant vegetables and fruits have shown remarkable success. Notably, the Mediterranean diet, which prioritizes these elements, has been associated with reductions in visceral fat and improvements in cardiovascular markers. Recent studies also highlight the role of fiber, particularly soluble fiber, found in legumes, oats, and certain fruits, in curbing visceral fat accumulation by promoting gut health and stabilizing blood sugar levels. Intermittent fasting, once considered a fringe practice, has gained mainstream validation as a strategy for targeting visceral fat. By cycling periods of eating and fasting, the body is prompted to utilize stored energy sources, including visceral fat, and improve insulin sensitivity. However, experts caution that intermittent fasting should be adopted thoughtfully, with attention to individual health status and lifestyle compatibility. Physical activity remains indispensable in the fight against visceral fat, but the recommendations have evolved. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, and resistance training have been shown to be especially effective at reducing visceral fat, outperforming traditional steady-state cardio in several recent clinical trials. HIIT combines short bursts of intense exercise with brief recovery periods, maximizing fat burning and metabolic benefits in a fraction of the time. Resistance training, which builds muscle mass, further boosts metabolism and helps regulate hormones involved in fat storage. Beyond diet and exercise, the role of stress management has come into sharp focus. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, a hormone that promotes visceral fat accumulation. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises are increasingly recommended as integral components of visceral fat reduction programs. These practices not only lower stress, but also improve sleep quality, another key factor in metabolic health. Pharmacological and medical interventions are also evolving rapidly. In 2025 and 2026, several new drug therapies and minimally invasive procedures are being introduced to support individuals who struggle to reduce visceral fat through lifestyle changes alone. Medications that target insulin resistance, appetite regulation, and fat metabolism are now available, with clinical trials showing promising results for both safety and efficacy. Additionally, advancements in non-surgical fat reduction technologies, such as cryolipolysis, ultrasound, and laser-based treatments, offer targeted options for those seeking supplementary interventions. Bariatric surgery, once reserved for severe obesity, is being refined with novel techniques that minimize risk and recovery time. These interventions, while not suitable for everyone, can lead to dramatic reductions in visceral fat and reversal of metabolic diseases. Importantly, the medical community now emphasizes the importance of pairing any intervention with ongoing lifestyle changes to maintain long-term health benefits. Public health initiatives, too, are adapting to this new understanding. Governments and health organizations are launching campaigns focused on visceral fat awareness, providing educational resources, free screenings, and community-based programs to promote healthy behaviors. Workplaces and schools increasingly incorporate wellness programs that address physical activity, nutrition, and stress management, recognizing the profound impact of visceral fat on productivity and overall well-being. One of the most exciting developments is the integration of genetic and personalized medicine into visceral fat reduction strategies. Advances in genomics allow individuals to understand their unique predispositions for fat storage and metabolic dysfunction. This knowledge empowers people to make informed decisions about diet, exercise, and medical interventions, tailoring their approach to their own biology. Yet, as sophisticated as these tools and methods become, the foundation of visceral fat reduction remains rooted in sustainable lifestyle changes. Experts agree that the most effective and lasting results come from a holistic approach, combining healthy eating, regular physical activity, stress management, and adequate sleep. The synergy of these habits creates a powerful defense against visceral fat, lowering disease risk and improving quality of life. Let's explore what a practical, evidence-based plan for reducing visceral fat looks like in the era of 2025 and 2026. Start with nutrition. Swap refined carbohydrates and sugary foods for whole grains, legumes, and fresh produce. Incorporate lean proteins such as fish, poultry, and tofu into meals, and choose healthy fats from nuts, seeds, and plant oils. Limit processed foods, which often contain trans fats and added sugars that fuel inflammation and fat storage. Consider consulting with a registered dietitian for a personalized meal plan that supports metabolic health. Embrace regular physical activity. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week, combining aerobic activities like brisk walking or cycling with strength training. If time is a constraint, try HIIT workouts, which can deliver significant benefits in as little as 20 minutes. Don't underestimate the power of movement throughout the day. Taking stairs, walking meetings, and active commuting all contribute to fat reduction. Manage stress proactively. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine, whether through guided meditation, yoga sessions, or simple breathing exercises. Prioritize restorative sleep, aiming for 7 to 9 hours per night, as sleep deprivation disrupts hormones and increases visceral fat risk. Utilize technology to stay accountable. Leverage wearable devices and health apps to monitor progress, set reminders, and connect with online communities for support. Many platforms now offer virtual coaching, group challenges, and educational content tailored to visceral fat reduction. If lifestyle changes alone aren't yielding the desired results, consult a healthcare provider. Explore medical options, including prescription therapies and non-invasive procedures, but always view these as part of a comprehensive plan that includes ongoing lifestyle modifications. Track your progress using advanced body composition analysis, available at many clinics and gyms. Instead of focusing solely on weight, monitor waist circumference, visceral fat percentage, and metabolic health markers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. Stay informed about emerging research and innovations. The field of visceral fat reduction is evolving rapidly, with new discoveries and technologies appearing every year. Attend workshops, read reputable articles, and participate in community health events to keep your knowledge up to date. Remember, reducing visceral fat is not about achieving a certain look or number on the scale. It's about protecting your long-term health and vitality. The benefits are far-reaching: improved heart health, better blood sugar control, lower risk of stroke, enhanced cognitive function, and increased energy. By shifting the focus from external appearance to internal wellness, you invest in a future of resilience and well-being. Looking ahead to 2026, the convergence of technology, medicine, and lifestyle science promises even greater tools for visceral fat management. Artificial intelligence will continue to refine personalized recommendations, diagnostic imaging will become more accessible, and new therapies will expand the options available for those at risk. Health education will reach broader audiences, empowering people of all ages to take proactive steps toward internal health. Ultimately, the journey to reducing visceral fat is a lifelong commitment, not a short-term fix. It's about making choices every day that support your body's natural balance, foster mental health, and build a foundation for a vibrant life. Whether you're just starting or already on your way, remember that every positive change counts. Celebrate your progress, seek support when needed, and embrace the evolving science of internal wellness. As we enter a new era of health consciousness, let your motivation be more than just the number on the scale. Focus on the invisible victories: the reduction in visceral fat, the improvement in blood markers, the surge in energy, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're protecting your body from within. By prioritizing visceral fat reduction, you're not just changing your body, you're changing your future. Stay curious, stay committed, and let the advances of 2025 and 2026 inspire you to reach new heights of internal health. Your organs, your heart, and your mind will thank you for every step you take toward a life free from the dangers of visceral fat. Embrace the journey, equipped with the latest knowledge, tools, and support, and unlock the true potential of your well-being.